Hello students, you are welcome to MSI Tech online class. Today we are going to solve question in preparation for your WAEC. I believe you are learning and you are getting yourself ready for this exam. We wish everybody, wish all our scholars success in your examination. Remember, your faithfulness is very, very important. Do your best and leave the rest for God to help you. So today we want to solve this question, but before I solve this past question, I think for you to understand, you need the basic foundation. So I'm going to quickly explain what, if I ask you to draw the graph of y equals to sine theta, how will you draw that? You start by, this is theta and y equals to sine theta. So you start from 90 degree. I believe you understand that. Okay, let's start from 0 degree, 90 degree. If you draw this, you will find it very easy. From here we have 90 degree, here we have 180 degree, here we have 270 degree, and here we have 360 degree. So we are starting from angle 90 degree, at the center point, which is 0, 90, 180 degree, followed by 270 and 360 degree. Now from here, what you are going to do, theta equals to 0. So y will be what? Y will be sine 0. Sine 0 will give us 0. I believe you understand that, right? Now, the next thing is sine theta will give us, y will give us sine 90 degree. That is, you pick theta to be 90 degree, you replace it in the equation given to you. This will give us 1. Now, not only that, if you look at 180, sine 180 will give us, y will give us sine 180 degree. 180 degree will give us 0. If you make use of your calculator, you don't need to waste time on this. Then for 270, you pick y also to be sine 270 degree. Now when you press your calculator, it's going to give you -1. That is, sine 270 degree will give us what? -1. Now y will give us sine 360 degree. So sine 360 degree will give us 0. So that is how we have this table. Okay class, now I want to draw the graph of this table. Permit me to use this board, but in the next video I'll show you how to use your graph sheet in order to draw this graph. Now you have something like this. On your graph you have 5 centimeter, and in a question they might give you 2 centimeter to 1 unit, or 2 centimeter to 2 units. I'll explain what that one means. Now from here, our y will be here and our theta will be here. If you look at theta, theta starts with 0 degree, and this is 0 degree. Now we have 90 degree here, so 1, 2, 90 degree. That is telling you that this is 2 centimeter to 90, to 0 degree. From 0 degree to 90 degree, then you have 180 degree here, you have 270 degree here, you have 360 degree here. Now from here you discover that our y, we have the highest number is 1, so let's make it 2 units also here. We have 1, then this is minus 1, this is minus y, this is plus y, and this is minus y. Now from here we can now trace it that at 0 theta, what is y? Y is 0. We start this. Now at 90, which is theta, y is 1. We trace it. You trace it, and this is y. Now at 180 theta, y equals to 0. You start here. Then at 270, y equals to minus 1. You trace it down. This is minus 1. You trace it down. This is minus 1. Then at 360, y equals to 0. You start here. Now from here you can see that the graph is like this curve. Join this, right? So this is the graph of y equals to sine theta. The same thing applicable to cos graph. I'm going to explain that to you in a very short form before we go to our past question. By the time you understand this, by the time we get to the past question, you will not find it difficult. Please don't skip this part of this video and just go straight to the past question. No, you need to understand. But if you really understand this, then you can do that in order to save your time, right? So I'll be right back to give you the cos theta. Draw the graph of y equals to cos theta for a 0 degree, less than 0, and less than 360 degree. Now what are we going to do here? From this question we can just replicate what we did the other time. Then this will give us y equals to cos theta. So we start from 0 to 90, from 90 to 180, from 180 to 270, then to 360 degree. Now what we are going to do here, y will give us cos 0. Cos 0 will give us what? 1. But sine 0 will give us what? 0. You need to understand that. And sometimes you need to have all this information in your brain in order to save you from stress and wasting of your time. So this will give us 1, because cos 0 equals to what? Equals to 1. But sine 0 equals to what? Is 0. Do you understand, right? Now you pick 90. Y will give us cos 90. Cos 90 will give us 0. But sine 90 equals to what? 1. Now you press this from your calculator. Cos 180. If you press your calculator, cos 180 will give us minus 1. And y equals to cos 270. If you press your calculator, cos 270 will give you 0. Then the last one, which is 360, y equals to cos 360 degree. Cos 360 degree will give you 1. I believe you understand that. Now to draw the graph of this cos theta, you just draw just like what we did the other time. And remember, this is your plus y and this is your minus y. Now this is your theta. Then you pick from 0. Okay, this is 0. This is 90 degree. This is 180 degree. And this is 270. and this is 360 degree. Now from here we can have 1 and we can have minus 1. Now from here we can use this table. When theta equals to 0, y equals to 1. Can you see the difference from the one we plot the other time? Then when theta equals to 90, y equals to 0. You start here. 180, y equals to minus 1. You bring it down. This is minus 1. Then theta is 270. We have 0, y will be 0. Then when theta equals to 360, y equals to 1. So you trace it, equals to 1. Now from here now we can now join this together. You see that it's going to curve like this. Can you now see this diagram? This graph, you can see that it's different from sine theta. This is cos theta. If you know the basic foundation, which we are looking at now, you will not find it difficult to solve more difficult question. So let's go to the past question and see how to solve the question. Let's solve this question together. You need to be patient and you need to follow me as we solve this question together. Now you can see the question on the screen. Copy and complete the table of values for the function y equals to 2 cos 2x minus 1. And the table has been given to us. We have x to be 0 degree, 30 degree, 60 degree, 90 degree, 120 degree, 150 degree, and 180 degree. Now to solve this question, we need to complete the table. That is the first instruction given to us, and the table given to us is x equals to 0 degree, followed by 30 degree, 60 degree, 90 degree, followed by 120 degree, and followed by 150 and 180, 150 and 180 degree. So this is the table given to us, and y is given to us as 2 cos 2x minus 1. Now from here, from the table given to us, we have 1.0, we have 0.0, then the last one we have 1.0. So what we are looking for now is we are looking for the value of 60, 90, 120, and 150. Now the first thing to do is, when x equals to 60 degree, when x equals to 60 degree, what will be the value of y? Y will give us 2 cos 2 times 60 minus 1. Remember, x is 60. I believe you understand that, right? Okay. Now this will give us y equals to 2 cos 60 times 2 will give us 120 degree minus 1. Now you do something here and you don't need to get confused. Since this is not up to 180, we are going to have y to be minus 2 cos 180 minus 120. Remember, the angle on the straight line is always 180 minus this 1. So this one will give us y equals to minus 2 cos 180 minus 120 will give us 60 minus 1. So this one will give us minus 2 times. If you press your calculator, cos 60 will give you 0.5. 0.5 minus 1. So if you multiply this, you are going to have minus 1 minus 1. So minus 1 minus 1 will give us minus 2. So we are going to have minus 2 here. Now the same thing you are going to do for 90. 90 will give us y equals to 2 cos 2 times 90 minus 1. So y will give us 2 cos 2 times 90 will give us 180 degree minus 1. Now when you get to this stage, you are going to do something, and what is that? You are going to cos 180. You know, this is 180, right? So this will give us 2 times cos 180 will give us minus 1. No, there is minus 1 here, and when you press your calculator, cos 180 will give us minus 1. So 2 times minus 1 we have minus 2 minus 1. Minus 2 minus 1 we have minus 3. You need to be very careful when you are dealing with this type of question, because where you're supposed to put minus, once you put plus, it's rubbish everything. Your graph can never be correct. So please, you have to be patient and you have to be very careful when you are solving this type of question, right? So now this will give us minus 3. We still have 2 left. Now for 120, y equals to 2 cos 2 times 120 minus 1. So this will give us 2 cos 2 times 120, we have 240 minus 1. Remember that 240 cos 240 is more than 180, so we cannot just say cos 240. So what are we going to do? We are going to do something here. Now this will give us for us to do something here, this one will change to minus 2 cos 240 minus 180 minus 1. This will give us minus 2 cos 240 minus 180. Okay, permit me to do something. 240 180 is 0 4 this one will give us 210 6, so it's 0. This will give us 60 minus 1, and you know that cos 60 will give you what? 0.5. So this one will give us minus 2 times 0.5 minus 1, and you know that 0.5 is 1/2, right? If you multiply it, it's going to give you minus 1 minus 1, which will give us minus 2. So this will give us minus 2. I believe you understand that, right? Or you can say 0.0, that is in 2 decimal places. Now the last one is 150. Okay class, now for us to find 150, remember we have y equals to 2 cos 2x minus 1. So y will give us 2 cos 2 times 150 minus 1. This will give us 2 cos 360 degree minus 1. Now 360 degrees is more than 180. So what are we going to do? Y will give us 2 cos 360 minus what? Minus 300. Okay, oh sorry, pardon me, this is 300. 2 times 150, 300. I believe you pardon me for that. Thank you. Minus 1, and that is what you need to be very careful when you are solving mathematics in your exam. Your brain has to be connected together. Whatever you are doing, your brain is at alert. You are checking where there is error, where there is mistake. Mistake in mathematics is not pardonable because it's very dangerous. So this will give us y equals to 2 cos 360 minus 300 will give us 60 minus 1. So this one will give us 2 times, you know that cos 60 will give us 0.5, right? So this one will give us 0.5 minus 1. 2 times 0.5, we are going to get 1 minus 1. So 1 minus 1 will give us what? 0. This place will be 0.0. So we are just through with the first stage. Now, the second stage, we are going back to the question. The question is, using a scale of 2 centimeter to 30 degree on the x-axis and 2 centimeter to 1 unit on the y-axis, draw the graph of y equals to 2 cos 2x minus 1. So what are we going to do? We need to make use of our graph. I'm going to show you something after this. How will the graph look like? I can't do that on the board here, so I have to show you real how the graph look like. But before I do that, let me solve this with you. Alright. Okay class, if you look at the question very well, you discover that they ask us to draw the graph of y equals to 1 over 180 bracket x minus 360 degree. You don't need to take it long. Just speak about 3 values of your x by saying x equals to 0 degree, followed by what? 90 degree, and followed by 180 degree. Now y will give us, from the question given to us, y will give us 1 over 180 degree bracket x minus 180, sorry, 360. So this will give us 360 degree. Now to find the y here, you need to go back to what I explained to you before. Y will give us 1 over 180 degree bracket x. When x equals to 0, is 0 minus 360 degree. So this will give us y equals to 1 over 180 degree bracket minus 360 degree. So 1 times minus 360, you are going to have minus 360 divided by 180. So if you divide this, we are going to have minus 2. So this will give us minus 2.0. The same thing you are going to do for 90 when x equals to 90. Let's do that also. Y will give us 1 over 180 degree bracket 90 minus 360 degree. So this will give us y equals to 180 degree bracket 90 minus 360, it will give us 270 degree. So y will give us 270 divided by 180, so minus 1.5. You know there will be minus here, right? Minus, sorry, there will be minus here. So this will give us minus 1.5. Minus 1.5. Now let's do for the last one. The last one is y equals to minus 1 over 180 degree bracket 180 minus 360 degree. So this will give us 1 over 180 bracket. If you minus this, you are going to have minus 180. So minus 180. Okay, so this will give us minus 1. You are going to have minus 1.0, minus 1.0. So this is how to get the table for this y equals to 1 over 180 bracket x minus 360 degree. Now before I take you to the graph, I need to explain some certain things with you, and I don't want you to get confused because I will still relate it to the graph. What we are looking at is the D part, value of x for which 2 cos 2x plus 1 all over 2 equals to is 0. So that is what we want to solve now. Okay class, now let's find the value of x for which 2 cos 2x plus 1 all over 2 equals to 0. So here we give us 2 cos 2x plus 1 all over 2 equals to is 0. So what we want to find now is the value of x, and we are going to use our graph to do this, but we must do something before we can get the value of x from our graph. So what are we going to do here? We just say 2 cos 2x equals to minus 1 all over 2. Remember, by the time you move this to this side, it turns to minus. I believe you understand, right? So what you do is minus 1 from both sides. We are going to have 2 cos 2x minus 1 equals to minus 1 over 2 minus 1. So this will give us 2 cos 2x minus 1 equals to minus 1 over 2 minus 1. If you do this, we are going to have 2 cos 2x minus 1 equals to 1 minus 1 number 1 over 2. Now, using this, your y will be minus 1 whole number 1 over 2. Then you now look from the graph point A and point B. Look for point A and B on your graph. I'm going to show you the graph, then you will see how to interpret that. So from the graph, our x equals to 52 degree or 129 degree. I'm going to show you how we got this value. I believe you understand, right? So the last part of this video is I'm going to show you the graph, and I believe you enjoyed the class. Let me cancel you and let me tell you something before I leave this class. When you get to the exam hall, the best way to approach any question you see is calm down, think, and you will be able to reason. I believe that you are going to pass this exam and you will come out with flying color. I trust you. You have been with us in this channel, MSI EduTech, and we trust you that you are going to have a very good grade from this examination. So I wish you, on behalf of MSI EduTech all over Africa, we wish all our scholars writing examination success in their examination. Thank you very much. Until I see you next class. Remember, I will still show you